I was wrong. Oh, won't you come back home?
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Sunlight, lonesome love, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Sunlight.
mind all of its own. All I can do is choose my next move.
Degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. Tall but I got the upside.